Hi, I'm Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. Power imbalances can be very tricky in a relationship, and people don't talk about this very often, but I have noticed that these things subliminally affect us. If we trade up too high or down too low, it'll come back to bite us. The relationship will be rocky. And what I mean by that is if you trade up too high and you have a partner that in some way is way above you, you're going to end up resenting them because every time you're with them, you're going to feel like less. If you trade down too low, you're going to have a partner who can't begin to satisfy your needs. They don't understand you. They can't attend to your needs on the level that you need those needs attended to because who you are is invisible to them. They can't see it. I used to, I traded down for some part of my life, I have to tell you. Not the guy's fault, can't blame them, although I wanted to, I really couldn't. And there's a false sense of comfort thinking that if you have more, well, certainly you'll be appreciated. And I think as a young woman, I thought that. And I always felt frustrated. I kind of felt like I was a remote control. And I had all these cool buttons that, they're there. You don't have to use them, but they're there. And it would have been nice if a guy kind of knew what that button was. But they wanted the rudimentary buttons they were accustomed to, which were on, off, and because I'm a woman, mute. That's what they wanted. And I always felt like there was so much of myself that I couldn't express. And so there's a discontent in that. What starts off as feeling like I'm safe because certainly this person will see my value. Certainly I hold a position of importance. And we construe that to meaning that we're safe in the relationship. But the absolute opposite isn't what normally happens. That if there is a power imbalance on either end, one partner feels less than, feels resentful toward the other partner who has more resources, more power, more influence, more whatever, beauty, youth, it doesn't matter, whatever they have, the one partner will feel uncomfortable. And in human nature, we oftentimes seek to soothe this bruised ego by employing our own form of manipulation. Yeah, no matter how evolved you are, chances are you've done it, caught yourself, said, oh, that was ugly. But, people will tend to find a way to press on the insecurity to get back to a normal balance. I think of, you look at good interviewers, okay? Even people like Howard Stern that poke and poke and poke until they get that one spot. Oh, that stings. And then they dig and dig. And that's what an interviewer does to, get a person to react because they've hit that soft spot. So it could be that you have, an incredible career and you're very successful, and maybe you have a poor body image. So your partner who has less on every level may push and push on the body image. Oh, don't worry, I love you anyway. I mean, I love you. I see your beauty, and you whatever. Believe me, I've been there too. So this is what happens. And the funny thing about this imbalance in most relationships, there's one exception where it seems to work. As a matter of fact, it's a fundamental of how it works, and that's in an age gap relationship. I'm not suggesting that you choose this. I'm just saying that it is an option where that difference is inherent in the draw, and because it's inherent in the draw, it makes it work. The partner who's younger knows that they need the resources, the wisdom, the social currency of their elder partner. And that is their value. It's not accessible to them at a young age. And it is the allure, the draw, the attraction, and the desire. And the older partner, male or female, doesn't matter, will see the youth and the vibrancy and the adventure and love to have that infused back into their lives, which is something that age kind of, washes away. So if you find that you're having some problems with a person that you're dating, you might want to take a look at the power balance between the two of you. Now, power can also be perceived power. It can be that a person is intimidated by you. Women hear this all the time. You may even have a guy that tells you point blank, you're intimidating. I've heard that before. I don't feel I'm intimidating. I'm pretty warm and open. I have, a lot of issues like anybody else in different areas of my life. So I find that odd. But again, it is based upon perception. How people see you may be very different than the way you see yourself. So if you're having a rocky road, it could be the power structure. It could be that you are choosing down. You are choosing a mate for security, thinking you're safe when all you are is disappointed, and come away feeling unseen and that your needs are unmet because they've got no idea how to participate in your level of what suits you. Not because they don't want to, they just don't know how. They don't even see it. It's not on their radar. And if you're with somebody who is in a much exalted position from yourself, you're going to always feel just a little bit inferior. And chances are that your ego, to repair itself, will have a go-to place of trying to recapture your own strength. And that will be kind of uncomfortable for you to watch and will be uncomfortable for your mate to experience. So take a look at this. And if you see dynamic differences from the beginning, you may want to think twice before you date that person. I hope this helps you. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net.